Alright guys, I'm back doing another video. Just showing you guys first the plants. They're all looking good, but the video is regarding this orchid. I have the tag here, and it's the Ascocentrum ampullaceum var aurantiacum. However, that's incorrect. It's not the aurantiacum variety, so it's just the Ascocentrum ampullaceum. More of that in a bit, but yeah, I bought this from Andy's Orchids on August last year. I water this with rainwater every other day, just like all of my mounted orchids, or all of the plants in here actually. Temperature warm to intermediate. Online I found it's great between 60 Fahrenheit to 90 Fahrenheit, and it prefers bright light, and it's on the top part of my grow tent, closer to my grow light, and it loves the brighter light. So what I meant by it's not the aurantiacum variety. I joined this Facebook group. Okay, so my misting system just turned on, and it will run for 8 seconds. There you go. I should check that every time I'm gonna make a video, because this is like happened to me 3 times already. So let me pause this. Let me clean the lens. All right, I'm back. I've already tried the lens, and so yeah, regarding to the correct variety that I have. So a member in that group corrected me, stating that the variety I have is just the regular Ascocentrum ampullaceum, and it's not the aurantiacum variety. So what I did was I went online and checked Andy's Orchids website, and they're right. The color of the flower of that variety is actually orange. So I can't remember when I ordered this plant if I was actually ordering it because I like the way the flower looked. So what I have here is more of like the pinkish to like purplish flower, and when I check it online, it does have the flower for this variety. Now I'm not really disappointed, because when I received this plant I was really very happy. As you can see, it is mounted. It has a really nice a wood mount. It's very well established. You can see the roots here. Some of these roots are actually new, so it's a very healthy plant. And you can see the sphagnum moss there. It came with that, but I've added some more. I just placed it in between the roots. And yeah, I'll show you a picture of the plant when I received it. So yeah, it's not. I'm not really disappointed. It's kind of I think at this point, when they have like tons of plants, they have thousands of plants, it could have been mixed up. Of course, some collectors might be expecting a specific plant or variety, so that can be an issue. And I should have shoot them an email just to let them know, but again, for me it wasn't a big deal. So actually, this is the second plant. This plant here, this is a Dendrobium tannii. The picture of this flower in their website, if I remember it correctly, was like white petals, and the center is like orange, but obviously this is like purple. Not a big deal. Again, when you search online, there are different varieties of the tannii, and this is what I got. And but it's a very well established plant. When I receive it, I'm happy about it, and it bloomed for me. So I'm glad that it did, and I'm good with that. So back to this plant here. My care about this plant, again, I just water this every other day. Use rainwater. Humidity in this area is around 70 to 80. You saw the mist, very fine mist from the mist king system. So it's about it just dries out quickly in this area, which is great because this is what this plant requires. I was really interested with the vandas, especially the waling waling. It's a famous or a popular vanda from the Philippines. But those vandas, when I was doing my research, gets really big, and as you can see, my room in this grow tent is very limited. So I can't have like those really big orchids. Anyways, when I was doing my research, I found out that they have a dwarf cousin, or yeah, a dwarf cousin, the Ascocentrums. And actually, for some of these plants, they were actually just added to the vanda family recently. And so, just to show you, this is the Ascocentrum ampullaceum. This is the Ascocentrum Hendersonianum. It actually bloomed for me. I did a video about that. And then this is the Ascocentrum miniatum. It's got orange flowers, really nice. But this one hasn't bloomed. But this one is doing really good. This is from Orchids by Hauserman, and it's on a lava rock, some orchid bark mix. I also have some mosquito bits in there to deal with the fungus gnats. This is the Vanda Nana, formerly known, if I remember correctly, as Ascocentrum pusillum, or pusillum. But yeah, they were moved to the Vanda family. But this one specifically was named Vanda Nana, and this one is doing really good. Look at that. That's a new growth. So they like that orchid bark, a lava rock mix. Eventually, that orchid bark will rot and decompose. It will just be washed off whenever I water it, and only lava rock will be left, and that would be good. So yeah, my kids are having their lunch. This one is also, this one is from Louisiana Orchid Connection. So I got that in a very good price. I think it's between, I forgot, it's less than $20. It's a seedling, so I don't mind. I'm not in a hurry. So very good price, Louisiana Orchid Connection. This one is also from Andes Orchids. This is the Neophynetia falcata. From what I know, is also moved to the Vanda family, and it's a miniature. So when I was doing my research, I grew fond of how they look, how they grow, and they're perfect in my grow tent in this area because they like it warm, and they like to dry out, and they're doing really well because of that. So I'm happy that I'm able to grow this really well. The Hendersonianum is from Orchids by Hauserman, and this one is actually just bloomed for me last year after a couple of months or a few months since I got it, and I didn't expect that, since I thought they were just seedlings. So yeah, so those are my Ascocentrum orchids collection, and let's do a close-up of the flower. So I did a video about this plant February 24th, so close to a month now. But since there was changes in how it is named, I decided to do another video. So let me pause this and let's see if we can get a good close-up. Alright guys, so I think I got a good macro shot here. And yeah, the petals and the sepals are pinkish to purplish in color. It really depends on how the light hits the flower, and but it's really nice. And then going towards the center, it becomes lighter, and the column is white, and yeah, the tip is orange. And as I've said, I've already made a video about this on February 24th, and today is March 19th. I just need to do another video since since I got some things wrong there, so it's not the Aurantiacum variety. This is the regular Ascocentrum ampullaceum. But I'm glad that I did this video now, because all these clusters of flowers have all bloomed. This part has actually, some of them has died off, but this one has a really great show. And this is another thing why I really fell in love with Ascocentrums. As the specimens mature, they produce more and more clusters of flowers, and I can't wait for it to bloom again next year, because I think this is a spring blooming of orchid. Yeah, I can't wait for next year, because if it has these clusters just when it bloomed for the first time, then I can't imagine what it will be as it gets older, and next year might have more flowers. So, and you can see all the growth there, just like a regular Vanda. It sends out its roots all over the place, but with the Vandas they get really big. But this one is again in a miniature version. Really nice. And what I do is, so that they'll get moisture and humidity, I just stick sphagnum moss in between the roots. So I just move it here from there, so I can get a better video. So what else? I guess that's it, but I just want to show you guys also. In here, it's starting to become a jungle. This is the Zebrina. They call it the money plant. So there are some cuttings. I just threw them here, and now they're growing upwards. This is the vanilla orchid. I mean, I have lots of growth, and I mentioned in my video, my last video about this orchid, instead of letting it grow upwards, I'm trying to make the most of the area. So I'm just gonna let it grow this way, and that way, because from what I've read, it reaches a certain length before it blooms, and if I just let it grow upwards, then I might have difficulty controlling its growth at the same time. So yeah, the place is really nice right now. I love just having coffee and in front of this growth, and sometimes I'm in here just looking at stuff. Yeah. Oh, this Milani, Queen Milani, is just producing more pictures. There's another one here from the basil actually, so that's really cool. This is the Miranda. I think this won't make it, but there's one there that's actually looking good, and also here. All right, so yeah, that's it. Again, Ascocentrum ampullaceum, first time to bloom. Can't wait for it to bloom again next year. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I can't wait for it to bloom again next year, and yeah, and for the next years to come. And I'm really on the lookout for new species. I'm not looking for hybrids, just species of this one so far. And this orchid don't have new ones. I'm looking at Hauserman orchids. They don't have new species available. But look, at this point, I can say for the species, Ascocentrums. Yeah, for Ascocentrums, I've cracked it. I already know its proper care, proper needs. Same, I believe, same with the Arangus. Only one has flowered so far, but since last year, these guys have grown really well. They like, again, this area here, bright, warm, and high humidity. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you. Appreciate all the subscriptions. Appreciate all the positive comments, constructive comments. It means a lot, and makes me want to do more videos. So if you guys have any questions or anything that you want me to follow up on or update on, let me know. And yeah, have a good one.